In Matthew 10 and in Luke, Jesus says he didn't come to bring peace. He came to bring the sword or for division. That's a hard thing to swallow. We don't really understand that, but I'll tell you what that means right now. If you're comfortable, he came to make you uncomfortable. Not because he doesn't want you to have peace, because he wants you to grow. We've been talking about that theme. Yesterday, we talked about destruction. Today, I'm going to talk to you about being uncomfortable. And I'm going to make this a part two to what I was telling you about with my own story yesterday. But it's important to recognize if you are comfortable right now, usually, unless you're really in the spirit and on the path and perfectly in line with what God wants for you, and many of you are, but unless you are, sometimes these moments of discomfort, these moments of destruction, these tower moments are meant to happen so that we can grow and rebuild and build better. Just like when you're working out, every time you work out, you tear your muscles so that they can grow bigger each time. So it's like that on a daily basis in Christianity. So yesterday I talked to you about this a little bit in my own tower moment. Well, I want to continue it because I had two tower moments in my life. I didn't put any foreign substance into my body from 1995 until 2 years ago. And I want to let you know, if you're comfortable, you got to understand something. Don't be. Because I was real comfortable in my faith. We had started a homeless shelter. We had started adoration at churches, prayer groups. I thought I was doing what God wanted me to do. And, I work for a Catholic organization, and everything's going great. And then all of a sudden, I got sick. And I didn't know I was sick. I got critical anemia, where my blood saturation was 3%. I had no oxygen. The oxygen in my body was not moving. It wasn't going to my brain. It wasn't going where it was supposed to be. My blood levels were so low at a 10 or a 9 compared to what it should be at about a 16. I had no idea this was going on. So get yourself checked on a regular basis. But it affected me. The only way I felt normal was when I started drinking again. A glass of wine here, a glass of wine there. And then all of a sudden it got to be a little bit too extreme at times. So what happened? I got off track. Did I hurt a lot of people? I did. Drinking, as I told you, you lose your filter. You forget who you are, and you forget not to say things. And your confidence level goes down. And so then you start to act insecure. I mean, I was not who I am. I can tell you 100%. And I knew it, but I was fighting every day to be so. Well, the Lord came into my life after a real catastrophe, after I lost somebody and something very important to me. And he showed me that I need to find him first, and everything else will be given to me. So remember that if you think you're comfortable, be careful. Yes, you want to be, but don't overconfident.